ladies and gentlemen, this is Jason Fisher with Fisher Gaming again, and we're going to continue on with Zoe's timeline. But before I do, I am going to show you this ship right here. Now, this is the level 3 token ship, the commander level ship that everybody gets for free. I have my choice between this, a Raptor, and a battle cruiser. And I went ahead and went with this one. This is the Bird of Prey. And just going to give you a quick tour of it. It's a no Bird of Prey. I'm putting on the same cannons and torpedo that was on the Finch, along with its turret and its own turret since it had an extra one, and then of course all of this stuff here. So it's pretty much set up the same way. The reason why I decided to do this is because if you look at the recruit events transmitter, says right here, Hunter's Instinct, cloaked ambushes, defeat enemies in space after damaging them during an ambush from cloak. So far I've only done that less than 10 times, and I didn't realize this was in here, and you can't do this in a ship that does not cloak. So I went ahead and took this ship, and I'm going to start doing that cloaked ambush technique to see if we can fill this out. And that's really the main reason why I'm using this Bird of Prey instead of the Bajoran Interceptor that we were using. But with that said, we're going to go on to the next timeline. We just finished Wasteland, which happens in between the Fikiri Returns and the Romulan Mystery. So now let's do Romulan Mystery. And we're going to start off with the Vault. Your crew finds itself in a tight situation when you are ordered to investigate an energy surge on an abandoned Romulan starbase. We're going to contact Mech.
The Romulans researched Borg technology at a base known as the Vault. The Vault was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld. We sent a group of scout ships into the region a few years later, but they were lost in an ambush by an unknown vessel. Since then, we have been monitoring the region for signs of activity. Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes in the Hakona system, and Klingon intelligence believes that someone is bringing the Vault back online. I want you to find out who. I also want to know if there is any Borg technology or restricted weaponry on that base. Good luck, and good hunting.
Speak with Veshka for additional information, then go to the shipyard. Board a shuttlecraft. This is a shuttlecraft mission. And fly to Hakona system in the Beta Quadrant and infiltrate the vaults. And we get a few goodies here. Okay, so we have to go to First City. Alright, our map says she's in the Great Hall. We're here. Here we go. Our long-range sensors have only picked up limited information about this mysterious vault station. Based on our scans, it's a massive starbase, and a small ship, like a fighter or a shuttle, could easily slip into the maintenance areas, and possibly some of the interior. Since the Romulans excel at cloaking technology, Command has decided that cunning will be more important than strength. Your task will be to infiltrate the station via shuttle or other small craft, like a harmless globfly. Understood. Also, Re- Republic Intelligence will be sending one of their best with you on this operation. Commander Tamara. She's been fully briefed and will transport to your vessel as soon as you are ready to depart for Hakona. I trust you won't. I trust this won't be a problem, Commander. Not at all. Could this be related to the Romulan attempt to destabilize imperial houses? Unlikely. These days, the Romulan Star Empire, one hand doesn't know what the other hand was doing, as Terrans say, as the Terrans say. If something arises that changes our estimation of this, you will be notified. Why not simply attack the station and take what we want? A station of that size would be too dangerous to make a main force attack without a massive investment of ships. And how would we garrison and hold it once we've captured it? It's simply too large to easily staff. Notwithstanding the trouble of disarming traps and dealing with captured Romulans and other strange technology, we have no way of knowing what kind of fleet might be stationed there. Perhaps nothing, perhaps a main wing of Star Empire Navy. We need information before we commit to battle. What can we inspect in the vault? The station itself is too large to cloak. Our weapons engineers indicate that scans have detected signs of Borg weaponry and Thalaron technology. There are also some combat in that area shortly after the Hobus supernova. But now it's been quiet. What if I need support? The IKS Asper will remain cloaked at the edge of Romulan space and ready for a rapid incursion and pickup if the need should arise. In the event in the event of overwhelming enemy forces, of course, we expect to either make a clever escape or die gloriously. Alright, no more questions. Good hunting, Captain. You must use a shuttle or fighter or other small crafts so that you can explore the vault itself. And okay, we already talked to him. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the shipyard and get us a shuttle. Beam to shipyard. Alright. Okay, we are going to limit our categories to shuttle fodder, shuttles, and fighters. There we go. Okay, we get the runabout, top 8 shuttle. Kiva, I think this is the Romulan variant of the token shuttle. Thoron shovel. Okay, then the Romulan shuttles. Scorpion fighter. Dojudo chariots. Hmm. Oh yes, this is the one I believe this is the shuttle you have to get when you get a lifetime subscription. Captain Shot. Commander's Gate. Delta class. This is a fighter. And this is a sea store ship, but it looks like I already have bought it, so let's go ahead and get this one that I've already bought. Okay. Hmm. Also, to report to you, I can provide you with the necessary information on shuttles in general, so feel free to ask whatever you wish. When you are ready to actually claim your shuttle, you will need to speak with the shuttle and shuttle requisitions offer. You must be in a shuttle or fighter for entering the vault system. Okay. And I've already got it. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put some better weapons on here. I'm going to go ahead and go with Tetrion. And we'll just take... We're just going to use stuff that's in the inventory. Alright. Alright, this is going to be a Tetrion cannon. Alright. And we are going to check out our new shuttle before we head out. Alright. This is our rather cute and adorable shuttle here. Now, as you can see, shuttles are usually very normal. This is actually a fighter. So, let's see what this thing can do. going to take our transwarp shortcut. It didn't transwarp us there. Where are we going? We're going right there. Okay. And it's gonna be a while, but due to the fact that I didn't get this set up, we are gonna take this opportunity to get this set up. Okay. We got a battle cloak on this thing. Battle cloaks are nice. They are really good compared to just the normal cloak. If you're under red alert, you can cloak under red alert. Cannot cloak. You cannot do that with a regular cloak. You can with the battle cloak, which comes in handy. So, but small craft stations. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Okay, we've got the harping on here, so we are definitely going to need a different torpedo. Okay, we may have to wait until we get to normal space because it's wanting us to set up our main starship. We're definitely editing this part of it out. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon.
Here we are, folks. Let's go in. Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel would expect. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and it's not just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon.
Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. My people are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point.
Avoid patrol vessels and evade sensor nets while approaching the vault. Consult with your officer for options.
The Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, we'll probably have to fight them all. And there's no telling how many are cloaked here. We have a number of possible options to explore. Sensors are reading a small derelict worker ship near some of the asteroid debris. We might find helpful clues there.
Science officers can examine the derelict ship for useful information, but we're not a science officer.
The Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, the material requirements to make a base of that size must have been enormous. There's a lot of stellar debris here, probably remnants of asteroids or fragments from moons that were mined for raw materials. We might be able to do something useful with them. One of the large asteroids has a navigational beacon. The tall Shi'ar must have placed it there for some reason.
Engineering officers can scan the large asteroid for personal information.
The Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, we'll probably have to fight them all.
Stellar
The material
debris.
requirements to make a base of that size must have been enormous.
Oh,
There's
I
a
know, we
lot
already
of
got
the
this one.
Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight
Nebula.
with, there's a small patch of nebula gases near the station. The static discharges in the area are highly intense. We may be able to cover an approach to the station by traveling through the nebula. This would be risky, because the nebula would cloud our tactical displays and interfere with our shields, but it would almost certainly keep the station's sensor grid from detecting us until we're right on top of them.
Nebula will disrupt your shields and sensors, but it might offer an alternative way to sneak in.
The Riemanns are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships,
Communication satellite.
all of the construction work out here must have required the use of a lot of worker shuttles and a communication booster. We might be able to dig up some information about the station's communication network, if we can find a subspace relay satellite.
Tactical officers can examine the subspace booster, so that's what
Riemanns are
we're
all-
gonna do. And it's that one right there. And we're gonna go ahead and get this hydrogenized gas. Just because we can. Okay. This is not the one.
This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined. It was probably used for raw construction materials, like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains pergium, titanium, and uranium. It was probably tractored from a nearby system and brought here to construct hull components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis.
Okay, this is not the one we were meant to go to.
The Remans have been alerted to our presence.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Okay. Yeah, that was really foolish of me. Okay, but we got the cloak on, so... So we got out of it. Alright. That's what I was looking for right there.
Looks like they left this satellite as a communications booster for their short-range worker shuttles. Fortunately for us, it's still active. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. Traffic analysis shows that the network routes its communications through a series of nodes at the station's dorsal peaks. If we flood them with excessive signal, it could cause the network to be unable to handle any signal traffic, which would give us a brief window to slip in. The alerts wouldn't go off because the station would never get the signal. We'll still have to avoid the patrols and make sure we don't get too close to the station until we make the broadcast.
Okay. Approach the vault and use the packet storm to disrupt sensor communications. Okay.
Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans. Station sensor hub jammed.
Okay, we're in. And let's go in.
Picking up some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs.
All right. Hell shuttle. Okay.
We've tripped some security systems.
Warning, ship is under attack. Four shields failing.
Okay, I got dual cannons on this thing, which means I have to practically be pointing at that thing in order for it to...
Hull integrity below 75%.
And that thing is taking down my hull. Alright. Strike and dip. Alright, I am just curious what that is all about. Strike and dip. Deal 100,000 phaser damage with your ship. That's right, the torpedo I'm using has phaser damage.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base. Possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key.
Okay. Scan turret debris.
This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in its subsystem. Code block 6750.
And before I try it, there's other points on this map we're going to check out. Microgravity storage containers.
Microgravity storage containers. Since this interior space has no artificial gravity, they're just left to float here. There's an assortment of construction materials and personal effects, including a personal access code key, 0668.
Cool. Alright, now let's see what else we can find around here. Alright, we are in the area. Security nodes, here we go.
The security node for this block of empty residences includes a code key, block 9904.
I see. Alright, let's see if there's any other areas. Okay. And let's see what we find here.
I'm reading life signs in some of these living quarters. Interesting.
Somebody lives here. Who are you and what do you want? What are you doing here? I'm investigating dangerous energy readings from the station. Or you don't look like you're in much position to be asking. You better answer me. Let's be nice. There's nothing left here. Just a giant derelict. It would be best if you left before you find yourself in the middle of something terrible, Klingon. I'm not a Klingon. Well, why is she here then? While the military may still be strong, survivors from the death of our home world are still recovering. Those with powerful allies have fled to more secure colony planets. But common people like me, we have to make do the best we can without the supplies and protection of the military. or the aid of our fleets. We survive where we can and take what we must. It is a miserable, wretched experience. What would you have of me? I'm scavenging a living here, and things are worse since the Remans arrived. They kill us wherever they find us. The ungrateful beast. If you could provide a shield generator, provisions, medical supplies, I would gladly tell you what I know. I will consider your offer. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give her provisions. And we can replicate them right here. And what do we need? We need shield generators. Provisions. Medical supplies. I'm assuming they want one of each because they're not telling us anything else. I've brought you the supplies that you requested. Very well. As far as I know, the station was a research facility for various illicit technologies. I'm not sure what kind of secrets the military kept here, but some of us have scavenged up useful components or even weapons. The station has its own power supply, although many areas are dangerous or secured against intrusions under the control of the Remans now. Lear, one of the other survivors living here, said that he saw some kind of autonomous cybernetic technology closer to the station core. I don't know what that would be, but he said it looked dangerous. Shavara, a doctor, said that this area was still safe for habitation, but farther out, one of the pylons was emitting a dangerous amount of radiation. To reach deeper the parts of the station, you will need to bypass the contaminants force field. It uses a cycling timer security check. If you have a key code sequence, desynchronous your way to check. You will have a personal override code that will bypass the synchronization. I will give you this data. Thank you for the information. There we go. Alright, that's where we need to go.
The security key is on a rotation. That's it. Well done. We should be able to bypass the system and gain access now.
Alright, let's go. Now you could have done that with just one of those keys, but I decided I just wanted to get them all. Alright.
Microgravity storage crates. Mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
Okay. Okay. Dilithium debugging. What did we do to get that? Go 120,000 damage on any ship. Okay. So that's a healing accolade. Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Core shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Alright, now then for the next chamber of secrets.
Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The Tal
Yes.
Shiar must have used this base as a storage
That would
facility
be
and research area for
a
Borg
Borg
technology.
Alright, well, let's take a look at it.
Electrical discharges, probably from ionization leaking from the sphere and research nodes. We should be cautious about flying too close to them.
Okay. We won't fly too close to them then.
The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere's hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked.
Okay. Let's continue on. Where's the, oh, the gate's way up there.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh, let's get our levels adjusted here.
Quiet in this area. Too quiet.
Spooky, isn't it? Alright, and I do believe this is the last chamber of secrets. Is it? Is it? Is it? Yep, it is. Third and final. Let's see what we can find here. Thalaron reactor, okay.
This is disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thalaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they may be trying to secure those weapons.
Oh, that would not be good.
So our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
Little spy? Who are you?
Does it really matter? Call me Obasek, if a name is that important to you.
Obasek it is? And what are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you're operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
Neither of us is supposed to be here, I suspect.
Never rely on the noble intentions of spies and thieves, Captain. And you and I are either one
I am
or
only
the other.
a commander. My only intention is to determine what is amiss in the station.
You are suitably informed now, I trust. Sadly for you, one of my ships has already finished loading the Thalaron weapons. So you have become the only loose end in my operation. I despise loose ends.
You know, somebody tried to kill me once before. It didn't work.
I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thalaron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
I don't think so.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Left shields failing. Fore shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
Alright, where are these ships at?
Warning. Ship is under attack.
There's one of them right there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is.
Target's shields have failed.
Kind of wondering if I should have gotten a... Nah, I think I like the idea that I got it.
Fore shields failing. Rear shields failing.
Got him!
Target's shields
There we
have
go.
failed.
Alright, is that all? I do believe that's all of them in here. And... yeah, it's just wanted me to go back out, so let's... get on out of here. Looks like we're gonna have another ship to go, though. Okay, let's get that tractor beam out of the way.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Alright! Okay, we got I'm cloaked and so are they. Where are they at? I know they're around here somewhere. Saw one for a split second. See if they're around the corner, perhaps. Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Hull integrity below 75%.
May have to. I may have to expose myself to. Yep.
Ship is under attack. Left shield failing. 4 shields failing. Rear shields failing.
All right. Nice.
Right shields failing.
Ah, he cloaked on me. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Okay. Hopefully that's all of them. Okay, we're back in the Borg room. The Heavy Moga Warbird. That one might be a tough one to kill. I'm not for sure we're going to try to kill that one. We're just going to sneak on by him. This is why I like cloaking devices.
Blast the door locks.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Okay.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing. Left shield failing. Target's shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75%.
There you go. Alright. Where's the other one? There you are.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack.
Okay. We're just gonna fly underneath these electrical discharges. And see if anything is surprising us over here. I think we could take that one. We are foolish enough to try, you know.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Especially when you're considering he is guarding the very door we need to get through.
4 shields failing. Right shield's failing.
Ow.
Hull integrity below 75%. Target's shield has failed.
Well, we are hitting
Rear
pretty good
shield
actually.
failing.
Ah, we got it. Alright. Now, let's
We
leave.
need to alert the KDF to Obisek's plan. Once we are clear of the station interior, we can send a message by using the subspace booster satellite. Then we will have little choice but to keep the Remans occupied until reinforcements can arrive.
Okay.
I suggest evasive action when that occurs. Though you may feel otherwise, I do not believe today is a good day to die.
Well, tomorrow's always a better one.
Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship.
Okay.
We are now in the micro. IKS Azatbur is signaling us. They're going to engage the Riemann ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes.
Okay. Let's do it then.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Okay. There we go. And they're easy to kill when they don't have any shields.
Target's shield has failed.
That was a glorious explosion! Probably the Thaleron weapons carried aboard the ship. We are going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Klingon space.
I shall do that. Go to First City. We're gonna transwarp there. And that is a fun little mission. A lot of people don't like it because it's you use a shuttle instead of a full starship. But I think that's the reason why I do like it. I wish there were more episodes that uses shuttles like this. All right. And where do we need to go? To the Great Hall. Where else would I need to go? Okay, we need to talk to Vishka. I suppose we should have expected that the Romulans would research weapons like Thalaron technology. This division with the Remans, though, could be exploited. I'm sure that I'm sure that Tamek will have me analyze data for the next several days. Drop by again and see what we uncover. A civil war may well be brewing between the Romulans and the Remans, and we could use this to break off some parts of the Romulans and some parts of the Star Empire, or at the very least to keep them so busy that we can stabilize our borders and commit our forces elsewhere. Between Sela and this new warrior on the scene, Obasek, the Romulans and the Remans are pitted in battle between two charismatic leaders. Still, a conflict of this scope usually isn't the sort planned by raw revolutionaries and partisans. Someone has a someone has an eye on the bigger picture, and we need to make sure that there isn't a hidden hand. And on that note, I think we're through here. Kapla. And let's talk to Tamek.
Excellent. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obasek and the Romulans. If Sela is stupid enough to wage war against our own vassals, we might be able to use the conflict to our advantage. You were right, however, to destroy the Thalaron weapons. They are the tools of a coward. I would rather look my enemy in the eye as he dies. Klingon intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's databanks. The next step is to find out why the Remans want to attack these locations.
Okay, what should we get? Oh, we're getting it all.
Congratulations,
All right.
Commander.
And it looks like we're getting a new officer. New officer who will be pledged to the loyalty of the IKF. Who do we need the most? Do we need a tactical, a science, or an engineering the most? So we got 1, 2, 3. Is that a tactical? 1, 2, 3 tactical. So I think we're good on tactical. We got 1 engineer, 2 engineers, and then science. We got 1 science, 2 science. So definitely either going to be science or engineer. So do we want a Gorn science officer or a Klingon engineer? Let's do Klingon engineer. Bridge officers, honor and glory to see. My name is Cadet. I have been assigned to the IKS Ren, and I am ready to serve as a member of your crew. Choose join. Where she's going to join. Change uniform. We're going to put her in the same uniform that all the other guys are on. Because it's the uniform I choose for them. Okay, of course she is an engineer, so we need to change her colors. I think that's the color I've been using for all my engineers. That's the color we're going with. Yeah. Well, this mission took much longer than I expected, but it was a good one. And I enjoyed it. I hope all of y'all did as well. And I will see you next time. Until then, have a good day and a good life.